I mean, you can screen share. Just Lee isn't gonna watch your screen share.
The issue is that like the screen share opens automatically and I can't close it for some reason. Basically.
You
Also,
can always
hello,
just
I'm
not be
live in theory. I'm
right.
very live. No one's watching though, but in theory,
Then again, you
we're
started
here.
like 2 nanoseconds ago.
Yes. Technically speaking, there are 3 people watching. I almost said 4. I am already getting used to potentially being 4. Alright,
I
hello.
mean, no, you're not even wrong if you say 4 because
You're watching, I guess.
yeah.
Alright, well, hello, this is, Yi. Specifically Yi at the moment. There are other people here. But, anyway, that's right, I moved it to different folders, and
It's actually less behind this time.
moved to different folders in systems.page. Okay, so, last time we were working on the login page, um, and, I'm gonna start that off again. Boo. Localhost. Okay, I can click login, and now we're on the login page. I was gonna make these look a bit stupid, because that's currently a thing. Is that this looks really dumb? So yeah, that's the wrong file.
Hey, wait. Okay, that's funny.
What?
I just noticed this other browser I have to use to get my YouTube to fucking work has uBlock. It only has uBlock.
Well, I've never had the issue where it blocks me from
Yeah, I
using
probably
thing.
need to clear out all of my YouTube cache data.
You
But
also need to
that comes with
update. You also need to update your uBlock what's it called?
filter lists, I know.
Yeah, that's the thing. They keep updating. YouTube keeps changing and they keep updating it. CSS.
As a big old fuck you to Google.
Yeah. Log in. I need to write some logic to head.php to load like the CSS file that matches the name of the PHP file you're on. Like if there's one in here, then load that. Otherwise, but the only or something.
Yeah,
I don't know
cookies
how to
and
do
site
that.
data.
Anyway.
I
Okay.
just wiped all of my data for YouTube.
So this is. I guess this could be like a global thing. I can change all the inputs. Like, uh, CSS style form input. I guess I'm looking for CSS style form text input.
Why is my computer not okay with existing? It is trying to melt at this very moment.
Hey Lee, when you finish with this, are you gonna make it look a bit more modern?
What do you mean look a bit more modern? This looks pretty modern already, I think.
No, it doesn't.
Diamond hates anything that isn't made in Webflow.
What's
Not
not modern about it?
Webflow, just needs to look nice.
It does look nice, except the loading thing is kind of taking a while to load, but that's just my computer. Um, it looks fine. I don't get what you mean by doesn't look good. Like whatever. Random, what do you think of this? You think it looks good?
I'm sorry.
Looks good for the year. Looks good for the year 2009.
Alright.
No, this looks nothing like 2009.
No,
I explicitly went out of my way to make it
only,
not 2009.
okay. I already feel there is inspiration from somewhere, but I know it is an inspiration from that place because it looks quite similar to how Escarat's site looks. It's just you need to fix the fonts.
Yeah, the font's a mess, but that's easy. I'll just have to add a font. Um, inputs. Right, can you make a class like an input? I need to make a set like a class on it.
Yeah.
Login
Do
PHP.
you want me to find you a font that looks okay?
Yeah, otherwise I'll probably just use Comic Sans, which is not the best. Class equals
I'll just pull up Google Fonts because I'm lazy.
Input text input. I'll make the class be called text input, and this will be something. This will be this button. Okay, now I can edit the text inputs, so I can have dot text input. Hell yeah! And now I can go like with 50px or
They're
whatever.
licensed under the Open Font License.
Yeah,
I was gonna
with
say, why do you
10%.
have empty class?
What do you mean empty class?
In the input tags? Empty class equals.
I don't.
The opinion on
And
how this
I know.
What font?
sends an image.
That could work. What font does pronouns page use? Can you check?
Yeah, sure.
There should be a class on these. Please choose that one.
I have what runs, so I can see where they got it from.
And most likely use like Node or something to make their site.
Let me see. Their site runs on Apache.
Put classes in it. I put
Apparently, they have
what? Oh wait, what happened to the classes? I put classes in. Where'd they go?
they vanished.
The
Oh
queue.
god. No. Why?
Oh, I see what your issue is. I have it open in two places.
Lee,
Yeah.
it's all JavaScript.
All of it, even their fonts are JavaScript. How's that even possible?
No, I wouldn't view source on just the standard pronouns.page thing. It's all JavaScript.
Dude, that much makes sense. Like obviously.
Like not just the I'm on en.pronouns.page. I'm at the part where it's just like the welcome to pronouns.page. It's all JavaScript.
Yeah.
Adding so much random, I can't understand
That's
you.
Unless
most
it
modern
is
sites.
single line.
There's most modern sites for you. Okay, I put the class in the wrong folder, in the wrong file. Let me put in this one. Class equals, and then this is text input.
Stack element.
Um,
Give me that span.
just the easiest way to find the font is to look at like the request going out and look for like a WAF or TFF file or something like that.
Okay.
Like a WOFF file or like a. Okay, well that made it smaller. Not quite what I had in mind. Bigger.
They aren't actually requesting a font file.
Then it must be in the
It's in the
CSS.
JavaScript.
No, you specify fonts in CSS. You can also specify fonts with like font family and then like the name of the
Okay,
font.
then I'll. In that
Check
case, I'll just use
CSS.
my save page as fuckery. So.
Yeah. Font
Files.
CSS. Oh my
Got
god.
way too many.
Global CSS is something after.
Okay, there is no CSS file. It's all JavaScript.
How is there no CSS file? That doesn't make any sense.
It
Right.
didn't download a CSS file. It downloaded 15 JavaScript files.
How can it not be CSS?
This site, How? How does this site? Do they have assets? Assets.scss. Fonts.scss. Okay. They're using Quicksand.
What's quicksand?
The one I sent you.
Okay.
It is the exact font that I was like, oh yeah, that looks nice.
Okay. Probably what I'll use then too. Okay. So now we got these are imposter buttons. They look a bit bigger.
How about I code a site from scratch? It's my personal website.
No.
You go ahead and do that, Diamond.
Because I want it to actually work.
Yeah, Diamond's looking into coding his own site from scratch.
My personal website.
I
Yeah.
thought you were thinking of
You
making a
go and do
system.
that.
I thought you were thinking of making like making system page for me. I'm like, no thanks. I want it to actually work.
Yeah.
Can I set a background color to gray, please? I just want like the background color to work. Why doesn't background color work?
Because it hates you.
I know, but why? Does it have to hate me? Is that required?
For HTML code, I'm not surprised if it would be.
Why isn't the background? I put the background color in this file, and then I refresh it, and the background color isn't in. Why? Background color light gray.
Sorry,
Oh,
I
it's
have
like
to
gray.
compare it to Escrow site because it looks so. There's like the top bar looks so similar to me. I don't know why.
Scripts.js.
It's like a sky writer.
They have like the logo, then gradients to blue, and then it like logins on the all the way on the other side. Then register, then group chats, then forums, then donate, then download, then get started, then news, then web escrow, then the online counter. Whatever. I need to stop getting distracted. I'm doing 15 things at once, like always.
I don't think it. I think this is
So,
like one of the more modern sites I've made. So I get why Creeper's like doesn't like it.
I mean, you're putting effort into making it modern, so.
Yeah, because I don't like modern sites, but other people do.
Yep.
I'll make the border. I'll make the text inputs like rounded a bit.
If you ever want a good example of the opposite of a modern site,
Horsal.com.
no, my site.
Horsal.com's a pretty non-modern site. Horsal.com's pretty cool.
My site is literally just HTML.
Yeah. I mean, I have a site. There is a site on I have a site that is it is styled but without CSS. Let me show.
Okay, I will say the exact point of how
Look at this.
non-modern my site is. My site was fucking generated in front page 5.0. You cannot say that my site is not modern.
Random. Look at this.
Let's wait for the stream to catch up a little. Yeah, it's just images.
There's no CSS on this page at all.
It's just images.
They designed this entire thing with a table. This is a table, and everything in here is like table entries. It's
How did
fucking.
they manage?
That is how people style websites before CSS.
So before Microsoft came and fucked up everything.
I mean, that CSS could have been great. It could have made everything better, but it didn't. It made everything worse.
Who joineth? Identify yourself.
Who is in chat? Can I get an F in the chat? Whoa, that looks horrible. That is not what I want.
I've been instructed to install a certain game.
Stray.
No.
Need to install Stray.
Honestly, game.
Also, I'm streaming.
Okay.
Welcome to the live stream, Muffin.
Yeah.
Have fun.
Is there like a Bordeaux Cairo? Can I specify like Bordeaux?
By the way, also
Jack?
welcome to hell.
Yeah, I'm doing web development, so like it is pretty much hell. I can't do a Bordeaux Cairo. Bayak.
You put a hook on this desk so I
Aqua.
have my keys nearby.
Back. Light view. Why does that kind of work? Ollie, what do you think of that? Light view is the Bordeaux. I think it looks kind of bad.
I've been instructed to install a certain game.
Light view,
However,
Aqua
which
Gray.
one?
Well, whatever one you were instructed to install.
Oh. He's been instructed to install one of the Warhammer 40k games. I have no opinion, so I will not answer your question.
Someone send the stream to Muffin, please.
On it. Wait,
So-
copy without site tracking, actually.
Yeah,
Actually,
please.
don't copy without site tracking.
Why is someone copying without sidetrack? Why is someone copying without sidetracking?
Because this is a YouTube link, and it will drop all of your question mark whatever, and just give you /watch. Oh wait, no, it doesn't. Okay, so then I'll just delete that and paste the copy without sidetracking one. Thanks, Firefox. And there's that also in.
Yeah, I mean, I used to have a,
Firefox.
site. I used to have like a Discord server that was like just a rule saying, please make sure you remove all tracking bullshit from the link. Which is pretty funny.
Okay, I'm gonna log in my fucking YouTube account on here.
What? Why does this not work?
8 padding, 8px, or
Yeah, I
10px.
would like to log in without my password. Thanks. Use your passkey.
10px.
Oh, I don't even
Padding,
need my phone.
background, Kyo, light gray, light blue.
Okay, I can close this tab now.
And then border radius, 10px, border Kyo, gray. How does that look? Hey, looks actually kind of cool. We've got like a button, and you can click on it.
Family. No, I don't want to actually download it. Shit. How would I just Google Fonts knowledge?
Button
Okay.
hover, and then border Kyo. Make the border of this Kyo, and then make this gray. Okay, how does that look?
Oh no, that's
Hey, it
not
works. Now I want to change the Kyo to like white, so when you hover over it, the text changes Kyo. Hey, Creeper, is this better?
Hang on.
You're not screen sharing.
I am. I'm streaming to YouTube.
You're live on YouTube. He's on. They're live on
It's
YouTube.
delayed, but
Somewhat better. But
When it loads, it kind of breaks. I can fix that though. Okay, cool. So now we got. I'll make a register page too.
oh, 3 watching now. I wonder if it's more than just me and Diamond.
I'm gonna rename this to register. Register.php.
Yeah, all we need to do is hope that no dumbasses appear in chat like they did yesterday.
Create an account.
We only had one yesterday, but
Enter a username and password, and then basically the exact same inputs, except this time instead of login, it's gonna say register. Right?
and before I confuse anyone, dumbasses as in people who are like transphobic or something like that.
Yeah, or anti-endos, or whatever, assholes, basically.
Yeah, I call them dumbasses because that's my vocabulary. Should I put on my giant jacket? I'm cold enough. Hold on, 1 second. Keep an eye on the chat.
Okay, so now we got login, and we can also have register. Yeah, and it looks exactly the same. Yes, it should. Yep, it does.
Oh god. It's a good jacket. And if I ever need to wear it inside out, it has retro reflectors on it. If I'm ever like out in the night, it has retro reflectors on the inside.
I
But it's
can't
very-
understand, Random, what you're saying because you're cutting out extremely.
1 sec, I'm gonna go set the Comcast HQ on fire. Just reconnect so it resets my ping. Is that better?
Okay, let's go to login. And login should
Damn
look
it.
like this. And you can click here. Or not.
Why did I clear that by accident? Wait a minute.
What third-party authentication sources do you think you might have, Lee?
I don't have any on here at the moment.
Which ones do you think you're planning on adding at some point?
Oh. Oh, it's have minus, I have equals, that's why it didn't work.
Well, Kiwi, half of us are doing development and Nathan's doing Nathan things.
Why did I ask you to do this again?
Why?
Good question.
At any point, you could have a power outage, so he's just being careful.
Yeah.
Which actually, Lee, considering that there's a power outage that occurred not that far from you, so it might be a good idea for you to save often.
Every single time I edit anything, I'm saving it.
Fair point.
Don't have an account,
You're
create an
doing web
account.
development.
And create an account is the exact same page, but you know, slightly modified to say to register instead of sign in.
Remember to do email verification.
No!
As in, make sure it's actually an email.
Not even ask for an email.
Fair point. Most sites when you register, they ask for your email, then your username.
Not me. I can't be bothered. Oh, you got an account? Log in. There you log in. And it's like, don't have an account? Create an account. Oh, you have an account? Log in. Okay. Cool. So, simple enough. Pretty simple. Alright, now I think like so you like log in, it logs
Oh
in.
my god. Copy. Okay.
And when you create an account, that creates an account. You know, pretty basic stuff.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, but Lee, like I said, you want an example of a not very modern site? It's fucking mine, because mine is generated in front page 5.
mm.
Not even joking. That is just how it is.
Okay, so we got creative table exists, users. If creative not exists, users, and it's got an ID, or username, and password hash, and that's it. And then we've got like the systems, and it's got a boolean whether it's a plural system. I'm not quite sure if I'm ever going to use that, but as a link to a subsystem, so you can have a system be part of another system.
Would you like systems? So we put systems in your systems.
Exactly. We heard you like systems, so we put systems in your system so you can all be a system about it. I should make it say that when there's the option to create subsystems. Just create a subsystem, and then underneath it, we heard you like systems, so we put systems in your system so you can all be a system about it. Okay. So we got connect, which connects to a thing,
For
and then
God's sake.
unique function create user, and then string username and string password, right? And then what we do is like we create we insert into the table,
I'll
right?
mention, unlike last stream, you're probably gonna occasionally hear the noises of Bam being annoyed because he's using an AI.
Yeah, he's using an AI and getting annoyed when the AI doesn't give him the right answer and rather than just writing code himself. Pathetic.
I mean, I personally used front page for my site, but then again, it's such basic HTML, I probably could have done it myself if I wasn't lazy as fuck.
Okay, so insert into. How do you like insert if the entry doesn't already exist? I know there's a way to do that. SQL insert if doesn't exist. Because I check for usernames taken. If that doesn't exist, insert into fields where not exists. Select from funds where ID equals 23 and date equals. Right. Okay, so you do like where not exists. And then you can select another thing.
And
Frustrating.
then I imagine the code for making sure it's always an incremental ID is basically just like take the current number, increment by one.
No, that's what I used to do in Hostile, but there's actually a thing called auto increment. That does it for you, which I'm probably going to switch over to using in Hostile, like once I figure out how it works.
I
Here,
imagine you could always have a fallback for if the ID already exists, bump it by one in case it fails.
I don't think it can. But yeah, insert into users values or something. Insert into users values like that. I think like it works like this, and then you can go like, the username, ye, and then the password, translate. This is like a test, and that should work, maybe. There's an extra value count for row 1. Ooh, okay. I have to specify what the ID I want is, but it's supposed to auto freaking increment. Just put null there then. Looks like I did something. There is now an ID 1.
Good.
And now if I put another one, like I don't know, LE or something as a test. And refresh. It's already 2, so it's 1 and 2. Awesome, it works. Very basic
Hooray.
login system.
Accounts, they exist.
And then we need where not exists or something from it wants to select. Okay, I think we need to select first, and then if it exists, we first want to select to see if the entry exists, and if it doesn't, then you can like create. Then you can create. Otherwise, you'll have to throw an error message saying like, "Oh, this entry already exists" or something.
This account already exists.
Account with his username already is here, but please use a different username or something. Yeah. And then use some fancy JavaScript so like when you're typing in your username, it like checks automatically or something, and only enables the button. But also check on the server, because if you don't check on the server, bad things can happen.
That's just people just saying "fuck you" to the JavaScript.
Yes. Make sure you still check on the server. Anyway, so create user. How do you do? I've got user input. Hang on, I have to figure out how to do SQL prepared statements so people can't hack my site. I'm making sure to do this properly, okay? My SQL prepared statements. There's
No
a way to.
SQL injection.
You need is prepared statements, where you basically specify you specify like question marks, and then you can bind like each param to a thing. I still remember how to do it. Connection prepare, and then connection like bind thing or whatever. Connection prepare, and then yeah.
Okay, back to doing whatever. So Quicksand is the font you're probably going to use.
Yes. Right, so insert into thing question mark, and then right? Once you get that, you can then do like find param username, right? And there's like a password hash function, I believe, inside PHP.
I imagine it's not the most secure.
I'm pretty sure it is actually pretty good. Let me look at how it works actually. Let me look at the documentation. It'll tell me if it's secure. Default uses the bcrypt algorithm. I'm going to specify myself if I want it to be bcrypt because I know bcrypt's good. So
That's what I'm using
password
on my side is bcrypt.
hash.
We know you're using bcrypt because we made you.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I told you to use it because it's good.
Why
Okay.
is
We
this
literally forced you to
CSS?
use bcrypt, so of course you're using it.
Bind param or something.
I don't know why
I
this
don't
is
like
being
how
triggered.
I'm being inconsistent here using MySQL query for these ones and using conprepare. I wanna make that consistent. But I need to look up how you do that. MySQL DB query. I don't know how. Rep. So we do that, and then that like
Why?
turns this into this. We actually just hashed password. Please be consistent here. And then hashed password. Okay, so now I add the hashed password in there rather than your actual password because secure. And then
IP ban has still been doing its thing, Diamond.
and then you just scmt execute. Oh, I didn't realize you could set it to like variables, it will execute it, and change the variables and execute it again. That's actually, I'll have to keep that in mind. So I didn't know you could do that. Not if I need to in this case, but still. Okay, so that's the
Oh my
first thing. We
God.
run this to create the user. And that's it. That creates a user. It should in theory. Function user exists. String
From scratch.
username. Right. And now this is a function to check if a user exists. This is a bit hard to do if I'm correct because you need to actually read the result. But from what I remember, from what I want to do is before, you can do select from select like username. You can or like select count star or something from users where username equals e, right? And if I'm correct, if you run this, I'm just checking. That gives you 0 because the user called ye doesn't exist because I deleted them both. But if I create an entry, right, if I create a new entry in here, I apparently don't know how. Create insert into, I can't find the option to do it in there, so I'm doing it this way. Insert into users values, null ye high, right? If I do that, now I run this. That gives me a 1, but if I search for a user that doesn't exist, like LE for instance, I get a 0. So this is a way you can check if the entry already exists. It gives you just like a number. So yeah. Prepare. Okay, there we go. Simple enough. Alright, and then you bind the parameter for the username, and then there's like a way to fetch like a single row or something. Yeah, from there's like a way to like this is like execute and just tosses out like the result, but there's also a way to like, get the result of it. I just don't remember what it is. I just know it exists. Get HISP hostile web master site game site web where the hell is this? It might be in. It's probably a master site actually. So anyways, there's somewhere here like there's like the ability to read from a thing. Might be in cross server. It's probably in cross server. It's fetch row. You gotta get the result of it, and then you fetch like the first row or something. Yeah, like this. Okay, that's how you do it. So then you like, so you go result equals prep execute, right? And then you can also just like, I can just execute and then fetch the row immediately. And now that should be a 1 or a 0 depending on whatever, and now I can just return results. And if it's a 1, it will be counted as true. If it's a 0, it will be counted as false. So this should just return if the user exists. Okay, now that's done. Right. Let's add some processing into register. So it's got name password, and that's it. So we're gonna add some PHP code in here. Handle form question mark PHP like okay. So include yib/sql PHP and then if is set post name post password, then like both those are set, then you know, registering name equals post name, and then registering password equals post password, right? And then if the user exists, so if the user does not exist, user exists this, right? If the user doesn't exist, then create user with the registering name and the registering password. That should work. Pretty basic. Won't have any error handling whatsoever, but it should at least create an account. We can check if it does that much. Okay. No one else has commented. Is the stream even public? You should probably check if it's public. I mean, I'm guessing if even you found if I'm linking it to, given you found if I'm linking it to you, I'm thinking it probably is. Okay,
Yeah.
but create an account. So that should actually work. Now I should actually create an account. Let me just go delete the crap I already put in here. Yeah, let me go delete that. Okay, so if I go.
And now I need to take off my shoes.
Crystal, the crystal system, right? And now like
accurate
Test
information.
1, 2, 3. Create account. Wow, this is why it's great to have error reporting enabled. Though it's generally speaking, it's considered a bad idea. In production because it
During
means
during development it's fine, but during production you might want to not do that.
yeah, it's generally considered a bad idea during production because of issues.
Security things, I'm guessing.
Yeah, security stuff. Okay, so what do you mean connection not fine? 930. Where's 930? Oh, right. Hang on, I never created the connection. There we go. That one's gone at least. It doesn't like 915. MySQLi not found in my PSQL PHP. 915. That is this one. It cannot find my new MySQLi. Cool. That means SQL isn't enabled as like an extension if I'm correctly. PHP INI is where exactly? Nowhere. There is no PHP INI.
Great.
That'll be why.
PHP has no idea what to do with itself. Wait, that's just a tune everyone knows.
Okay, I'm going to enable the stuff I normally need, so AXT and MySQLi. On Windows, you don't need MySQLND, but on Linux you do. I'm also going to enable curl, so I'll probably need it. Okay. But not for this project, we'll need it eventually. Okay. Refresh. See, send. Access denied for users systems page or localhost to database parallel systems app. How do I do that? Systems page or localhost. Global
Username, password,
privileges.
yes.
Oh, it has no privileges. Just grant it root access for now. I don't care.
Is it access to just its database?
I'm testing. I don't care if there's access to everything. Call it undefined
Random, what do you
function
think about this
MySQL
navbar
query.
here?
Let's see. Sure, you actually coded that yourself. Oh wait, yeah, an AI.
No, I did the half of it myself.
Half.
Yes.
That's still not quite as much as my site where I use AI for like one thing because I couldn't figure out the documentation.
Apparently MySQL query doesn't exist.
Doesn't have CSS.
I don't like that line of. I don't like the way I'm running it anyway. Okay. Here's Pulsar Web.
I regret wearing that pair of socks today.
Cross server. Query. It's MySQL query, not MySQL query. Then you can also do like MySQL underscore connect. So that kind of makes me think maybe I can do SQL. Maybe I can do con. Like, can I do this? Is this a thing you can do? I feel like it probably is. I'm gonna check.
Just grabbing the. Are you grabbing the wholesale code?
I'm referencing it to remember how to do certain things. Okay. You have an error in your SQL syntax. Well, where is the error in my SQL syntax? It's in. Oh, there it is. Uncaught call member fetch row on ball systems page. Line 34. Do I have to actually save the result from the execute and then run? Do I really have to do that? I shouldn't have to. Like, this should work already.
There's no trackers on this page, random. I wonder why.
I mean, it's not on mine either.
Well, on my Denker.org site there is.
Uncaught error, call member function,
3.
match fetch row on ball SQL page for VR. What do you mean? Print R the result of it then, I guess. So I can know what I'm looking at. Fatal error. Call member function. Uncaught error. Call member function fetch row on ball. How is that? I'm confused. How is that like an error? Look how I did this in cross server. User ID exists. Yeah, that's what I want.
Actually, might already have one of them.
And then I call int val on it. Is I supposed to call int val on that? On like the Zerif entry? Or something? How does it work? So I call select count one and then I fetch the first row and that's it. So that just should work. Like already. Why is it saying it's an error but it's called a... There is an error that gives you... PHP MySQL get first row. Like, so it's like you execute and you call get result and you get the row. I mean, it looks pretty simple. You execute, which I'm doing, right? Yeah, you execute the thing. Oh, I have to call get result after it. Ah. Okay. Get result. And then we can return that. Return that as an integer value, and that should work. looks like it did. Now it's undefined function password underscore hash. Probably because I wrote password wrong. There we go. Undefined function null and prepare. Call to unmember function and
File
prepare
stops
on
in 3.
null line 41. What's wrong with that? Insert into users values and then question mark, question mark, question mark, like null question mark. That should be fine. Null. Oh, I'm calling. I forgot to get running a val connection.
Why do you keep having this issue of forgetting to connect it in the first place?
I don't fucking know. Hey, and Fairy, that just created my account.
Theory, of course.
Yep, it did. We have it right here. First, use ID 4. For some reason, it makes my ID is 4, but the password is password is crystal system. Username is crystal system, and then the password's there. Awesome! I can create accounts.
You set the password field as a password field, so it shows dots instead of your password.
Yeah, it says a password field.
Good.
Okay, so it should, when you log in successfully, it should probably also log you in, but at the moment I'm going to add some error handling now, so else, you know, echo,
Error has occurred. Please email blah 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 at blah 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 or file an issue here.
that's not what I'm gonna do, but yeah.
That's the general idea.
I'm gonna make an errors PHP, so I'm gonna make this like, I'm gonna like future-proof this, so if I ever do out of languages, I'm gonna make an errors page. This is the wrong folder, that is the hostile project, that is not systems page. Okay, errors. So I'm going to simply just include errors slash register slash user exists.php. And now I can just put whatever code I want into user exists to be the user already exists error. Really cool.
And then it can just be a thing that gets embedded on the existing login PHP.
Exactly. I'm just gonna make it error users because it's like specifically users. And then I can simply just reuse this same error message whenever I want.
Everywhere.
And also, I can eventually make this PHP file read like a language selection or something, and then change what it outputs.
Localization and all that shit.
Yeah, see, I'm thinking ahead. I am thinking ahead by a lot.
You're thinking ahead of where you are thinking.
When I'm thinking about this Nava now, it's a bit
User already exists.
I'm on the floor, Diamond. I cannot look.
You can't look?
Username
I'm physically
exists.
unable to look. I am on the floor.
Okay.
As it is just about 1 a.m.
Okay, so
And by
username
just
already
about 1 a.m., I
exists.
mean there's literally a minute till 1 a.m. So like.
Please try again with a different username. There we go. There we go. So now if I enter a username already exists into create an account, so I try create the same account again, I will get the following. Username already exists. Please try again with a different username. Very cool. Except it should probably be like a horizontal line up here or something. So I can probably do that.
The shittiest program language in existence.
Okay, so we got HR, so I got like a thing, so we can be like, cool. So I kind of got like a username already exists. Please try again with the username. Because I think that should be probably like higher up and maybe in red, but still, you get the point, right? Like it's kind of great.
It does the do.
It do the thing. Maybe a HR afterwards as well.
It may be spaghetti code, but it works.
This is actually a pretty smart thing I'm doing here, actually.
Yeah.
Username already exists.
Most of the site may be spaghetti code, but it does work, so you can't get mad.
I think it should be above the creating count though. But that's easy. I just go to login PHP and I grab, not login PHP, register PHP, sorry. And I grab all of this stuff for handling the form. And I put it, instead of down here, I put it
That's not what I want.
right at the top. So the first thing it does is try handle the form and then put the rest of the page in. Very cool.
Did you remember to SQL injection proof it? Did you remember to SQL injection proof it?
Yeah, it is SQL injection proof.
Very cool.
Okay, so there we go. If you want the username you have already is there, it will tell you it already exists and you won't be able to get through. Very awesome. I gotta go for a sec.
Why can I copy this?
Hello. Back.
I'm back.
No one's talking chat again. Alright, so now we could actually argue in. I'll make header.php. I'll make this call like start session. Start session as a session start. Yeah, session start. Alright, and that will give us a cookie. Right? That'll mean we have a cookie when we go to the site. So yeah, now I have a cookie. And now I can make it when you log in. Right? It sets like a session thing. Header. So let's PHP session start. And now, when we go to register, I guess I can make like a lib for this SQL. Right. Function login string username. You can then go like underscore session. Username equals username. Right, and now can I use that to tell if you have a session?
How long's the session gonna last for? How long does it keep you signed in for?
Until you sign out.
Can you see me the code for that? Because my site has a problem where it just auto signs you after like a day or something.
I imagine if that's the case, then probably already also does that. Start PHP. It shouldn't ever sign you out as far as I know. But
Yeah.
you can specify how long you want the session to last.
I've tried though and that doesn't work at all.
Whatever, I don't care. Verify login. So I'm going to.
Well, I was trying to do it with AI, so.
That's the problem. String username, string password, attempt. Right, and then how do you verify a password hash?
This nav has probably just about finished.
Password verify, that's how. Okay, so then we pull the data thing out of the database. So select password hash from so select password hash from users where username equals the crystal system And we go get password hash. Expected hash equals that, and then password verify, password attempt expected hash, right? Right, and then we just return if that was successful. So let's verify login. Logged in. I'll set a session value of logged in to true. And then at some point I'll pull down all the system info and put it inside the session as well. Or something like that. Anyway, so we've got verify login, which should just verify your login, right? Okay, so you. Okay, so it connects and then verifies the password. Registering name. Fuck. And then hello. Location. User. PHP. I guess. Okay. So create the user, and then we log into the user, and we redirect to user PHP. And now we want to implement the login page, which is going to be a very similar code. So login PHP. User not exists. Error head and error foot. Okay. Now I'm going off when the username doesn't exist. errors, user password incorrect.php. Are you still there, random? Is anyone still here?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay. I want to put music on, but I don't know what music to play. Last one random told me got me copyright claimed.
Do NCS.
No, it's not. NCS isn't good. I don't like NCS.
Well, what give you a copyright, won't it?
Yeah, but it also isn't good music.
What kind of hell does? CSS is pain.
Right?
Why is CSS pain? I'm trying to make a nav bar.
Wow, my code worked on the first try. It just it just took me to user PHP. Yeah, it took me like 3 hours to make a nav bar yesterday. It was not great. Cool. So user PHP seems to work. Very cool. It seems to just automatically redirect me to user PHP now. It's really awesome.
This is annoying me. Like how?
Yeah, I know it's
Why?
pain. I know it's pain. User.php. Alright, so now it should. Yeah. Okay, so use the PHP works. Um.
Why? Why is it when I change the size of them, it changes the height of the nav bar? This is annoying as hell. Why? Is...
Welcome to Crystal System. Here you can put information about your system. Perfect! Kinda works.
Why is that changing? Do you know how to fix changing the image in the nav by changing the size of the nav bar?
No. Nav bars are horrible.
No.
I fucking hate nav bars. They're horrible. They shouldn't be, but they are.
There's a reason why I use a website builder. Like, this is just pain. Um, I didn't spell resizing properly, but I'm guessing this AI can autocorrect what I just said.
You're using an AI, that's your first problem.
It's working, but it's transform scale. Really? No, that's not what I copied. Okay, that works. Let's get rid of the height here. And then
False. Okay.
why is it? Height one plus, and that, yeah. Why does that change the height of the nav bar slightly still? Why? Whatever. Change it to that, change it to that. Not 24. That fixed. Okay. That works. Just works. It's a bit. I'll have to remove the lemon A tag. And now it's gone like that.
How is the organ?
Now
The organ, okay.
that looks right. How? What? That is not what I copied.
Okay. What is public void? Public void. First of public. Public means that the a method is accessible from other classes, and then void means it has no return value. Oh, cool! Everything broke. Incredible.
Look for it. That sounds like C#.
Yeah, public void is Java or C#. It's basically object-oriented stuff. Direct token bracket on user PHP line 18. Huh? There is no line 18.
There is no like.
Oh, I've got to save it. I expect a token bracket on line 18. I'm so confused.
What line 18?
Right? I'm also gonna just include all the libraries like by default. So I don't have to include them in all files that need them. So now I can just get rid of the include here.
My
And
site's navbar is just about finished.
get rid of
Nathan, what do you think about this navbar?
that one there and
It's navbar. What do you think of it?
refresh.
Like the design of it?
Unspecified error bra and uses PHP line 18.
Could use a different font, but
Oh, users PHP, not user PHP. Those are files that have like always similar names. I see a problem.
why do
There
you
we
have
go.
why do you have user and use why is it why do you have two of them?
Users is a PHP script for like functions to help with making users and stuff. Okay, cool. So now I can check. Now I'm creating the login button. I'm going to change it. I'm going to change the head code now, the header code, so that up here I'm going to simply question mark PHP include navbar.php. Right, and now I can have a separate navbar.php in here, and inside here I can throw this line in, but only if is logged in. Do this, otherwise echo that. Uh, Otherwise, I want you to echo log out PHP in the word log out, and then before that, I want to link to user PHP, and here I also just want to put like get a username. Yeah. So now if you log in, it should have an extra option. Let's have a look.
I'm gonna go AFK back
We
to
have one and we have log out. Did not quite work how I wanted it to. Oh. Right. Exit these are right next to each other when they shouldn't be. Why are they one off top of the other? don't know why display contents works. Okay, now how to make this only like not word wrap. No word wrap. There we go. Clicking that takes us to your user. Clicking log out does nothing. Let's see if I can make a log out script. Okay. Log out the PHP. Do. You, not you have. You've. I'm writing, it's not freaking Ellie. Okay, what's wrong with me writing it? I mean, nothing, but, it's me writing it, I guess. Okay, log out. Okay, that should take us back here, yeah. And now we're not logged in. Yay, and now we log back in is the crystal system. And then test 1, 2, 3. And now we're logged in as the crystal system. Yay! It works! My guy, what? Also, Diamond, do you care? Or are you like invisible? He's gone. He's gone. He vanished. So system updates. In terms of system updates, there might be 4 of us, but we don't know. That's a good basic thing. Yeah, I mean, say it's pretty good. Alright, how long have I been streaming for? I want to add in functionality to like create a system and add members and whatever. Do I want to bother with all that yet, or do I want? Is this good enough for now? How long have I been at this for? Um. How long have I been at this for? Like Jen, it doesn't want to tell me. Why doesn't it tell me how long I've been streaming for? Live for 1 hour. Okay, I think I have time to add functionality. A sum. The crystal system. Okay. Test 1, 2, 3. Welcome, the crystal system. Hey, you can put information about your systems. Bu -bu -bu. Bu -bu 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 -bu. User. HR. And then heading. It's actual use. Echo. Not that it's easy to get. Username. Okay. So in a horizontal line, and then systems, right? About your systems, just system. Well, it's for having multiple systems. Why not? It's just about your system, I guess. Be more specific. And on function require login. Okay, so that common query login means if there isn't a login, it will just redirect you to the login page. Let's check if that still works. Yes, it does. Okay. So now I want to make a library called like you know, system. where you get information about, you know, your system and all of that. System.php. But I also need to make a SQL query. I think I need the SQL one, because there's more SQL stuff I need to do for this. We've got systems and we've got members. So systems, inside systems, we've got the ID if it's a plural system, which I'm probably always going to set to true, and then if it's a subsystem, what system ID is a subsystem of, and then the user ID that created it. So it probably should be more like, you know, the name of the freaking system would be probably important. Yeah, so let's just name, like name text. That's at least something. And name text for the members. Pronouns text. That'll be enough for now. Alright. So now if I just delete these two, if I delete these two tables, it should just recreate them when I reload it with the right info. Crystal system. Okay, cool. So now if I refresh, there is now members, which has name and pronouns and system they're from. And systems, we now can actually specify the name of the damn system. Kind of important. Okay. Maybe I shouldn't put that in. Okay, well, anyway, I don't want to code anything else, so I'm gonna get off for today. Yeah, see you all, I suppose.